In a suburban neighborhood where manicured lawns meet white picket fences, two families lived just a few miles apart. Their worlds, however, couldn't have been more different. The first family lived in a modest home where the mother juggled multiple responsibilities while raising three children. The eldest daughter, just 7 years old, attended the local elementary school. The second family resided in a newly purchased house with a swimming pool. The father was a bank director and the mother worked as a fitness instructor. They had one daughter, also 11, who attended the same school. Despite their different backgrounds, the two 7-year-old girls had formed an inseparable bond at school. As is often the case with children, they saw no boundaries where adults might erect them. Spring arrived, and with it came an important religious milestone for the first family. The mother had decided to have her daughter baptized in the Christian faith. "Who should be your godmother?" the mom asked her daughter one evening. Without hesitation, the little girl replied, "Can we ask my best friend's mother? She's so nice to me." The mother considered this suggestion. It wasn't traditional to ask someone outside the family circle, but she saw the wisdom in her daughter's request. Perhaps this could be a way to strengthen bonds between the families. A phone call was made, the request was presented. "I'm sorry," came the polite response from the other mother. "I'm honored, but I think it would be more appropriate to ask someone from your own family or close circle." The rejection, though delivered kindly, stung. The mother turned to her church for help, and the reverend found a suitable godmother for the ceremony. At school, the two friends discussed what had happened. "My mom said she couldn't be your godmother," the girl explained to the other. "That's okay," her friend replied with a shrug. "Are you still coming to my baptism?" An invitation was extended, but when the day arrived, the best friend's family was noticeably absent. Months passed and the seasons changed. Summer brought birthdays and celebrations. The second family was preparing for their daughter's birthday party. Colorful invitations were distributed at school. One made its way to the hands of the first daughter, who excitedly showed it to her mother after school. "Mom, I've been invited to the birthday party. They have a swimming pool now." The mother nodded absently, memories of the baptism rejection still fresh in her mind. "That's nice," she said, but internally, she had already made her decision. As the day of celebration approached, the daughter reminded her mother about the party. "I'm sorry," the mother said firmly. "I'm too busy today. I can't take you there and pick you up later." Disappointment clouded the child's face, but she accepted her mother's decision without understanding the adult complexities behind it. The day of the birthday party arrived. The second family had transformed their garden into a child's paradise. Tables adorned with colorful clothes and balloons stood ready for young guests. The swimming pool was safely covered. A DJ played cheerful music that filled the air. Soon, the garden was filled with children in bright outfits, their laughter competing with the music. Games were played and excitement was palpable. But something was wrong. The birthday girl kept looking towards the gate, expecting one more guest. "Where's my best friend?" she asked her mother, who merely shrugged and redirected her attention to the other guests. As the party progressed, the birthday girl's spirit dimmed. Other children noticed her melancholy. Her father, seeing his daughter's sadness on what should have been her special day, approached her. "What's wrong, sweetheart?" "I don't want to cut my cake without my best friend here," she said. The parents exchanged worried glances. All their preparations, all the expense and effort might be for nothing if their daughter refused to celebrate. "Let's call her parents," father suggested. The mother dialed the number, no answer. She tried again, still nothing. Meanwhile, in the other home, the first mother was busy preparing lunch for her family, her phone set aside and forgotten. "Try again," the father urged, seeing his daughter's increasing distress. On the third attempt, the call connected. "Hello?" came the voice of the first mother. "Hello? This is your daughter's friend's father," the man explained. "We're having a bit of a situation here. My daughter refuses to cut her birthday cake without your daughter present. She's really upset. Is there any way you could bring her over?" There was a pause, and then I'm sorry, but I'm in the middle of preparing lunch and I can't leave now. Desperation mounting, the father made an offer. I could come and pick her up myself. It would only take a few minutes. Another pause. Let me check with my husband. In the background, a discussion could be heard. Then a surprising response. My husband says he'll bring her himself. We'll get her ready. Relief washed over the second family. The father hurried to tell his daughter the good news. The friend is coming. Her father is bringing her right now. The birthday girl's face lit up. She positioned herself by the window, watching the gates with anticipation, ignoring the other children and activities. 20 minutes later, a car pulled up. The horn sounded. The gate opened. The birthday girl ran out to greet her friend. They embraced and hand in hand walked back into the party. The other children cheered her arrival. The party resumed with renewed energy. The birthday cake was finally cut, photographs were taken, and memories were made. While the children played, the two fathers found themselves sitting together by the covered pool. Initially awkward, their conversation gradually warmed. They discovered common interests, shared similar concerns about raising daughters in today's world, and found themselves laughing at the same joke. It's funny, the second father remarked. Our daughter saw something we didn't. What's that? Asked the first father. That none of the things that separate us matters as much as the things that bring us together. As the party wound down, contact information was exchanged and a genuine connection was formed. When the first father and daughter returned home, they shared stories of the party with the mother. It was amazing, the father said. I had a great conversation with her father. We've actually got a lot in common. The mother listened, a mix of emotions playing across her face. You know, the father continued, I think I've been looking at things all wrong. Our differences don't matter nearly as much as our shared humanity. In the days that followed, the two families began a cautious but genuine friendship. The mothers eventually spoke, addressing the misunderstandings that had created distance between them. In our complex adult world, we often build barriers based on perceived differences, social status. We carry grudges, remember slights, and allow pride to dictate our actions. But children see with clearer eyes. They recognize the simple truth that friendship transcends these artificial boundaries. It took the determination of a child on her birthday to break through the walls that adults had built. It took a child's refusal to celebrate without her friend to remind grown-ups of what truly matters. Sometimes the wisest among us are the youngest. They remind us that love, forgiveness, and togetherness are the real foundations of a meaningful life. As we navigate our complicated adult existences, perhaps we should pause occasionally and see the other world through a child's eyes, where differences are interesting rather than divisive, where forgiveness comes easily, and where friendship is based on genuine connection rather than circumstance. In the end, there's indeed so much more that unites us than divides us. It just takes a child's innocence to remind us of this profound truth. Thank you for watching. Please like and share, comment, follow, and subscribe for more stories like this on the Real Crow page.